Mission to defend the nation and safeguard its interests around the world. The Army dominates on land, the Navy secures the seas, the Air Force commands the skies, the Marine Corps provides rapid response.
8.
And the Space Force protects operations beyond Earth's atmosphere. Together, they form one of the most formidable defense systems in the world. Here's a closer look at how each branch is structured and how they operate as a unified force. The United States Army follows a clear hierarchical structure. At the OMD foundation is the team, typically made up of 4 to 5 soldiers and led by a sergeant. Teams combine to form a squad, which usually includes 6 to 10 soldiers under the leadership of a staff sergeant. Squads are the primary combat units. In small-scale missions, 2 to 3 squads form a platoon of around 30 soldiers, led by a lieutenant. Several platoons, usually 3 to 5, create a company of 100 to 200 soldiers commanded by a captain. Companies are the smallest units with dedicated administrative and logistical support. 4 to 6 companies make up a battalion, ranging from 300 to 1,000 soldiers and led by a lieutenant colonel. Battalions are capable of operating independently and often serve as the main fighting force in combat. 2 to 3 battalions form a brigade of 3,000 to 5,000 troops under a colonel. Brigades are the Army's primary operational units for sustained missions. Multiple brigades combine into a division, typically 10,000 to 15,000 soldiers led by a major general. Divisions conduct large-scale operations and represent the core of Army combat strength. 2 to 5 divisions form a corps of 30,000 to 45,000 soldiers commanded by a lieutenant general, coordinating major operations across broad areas. Several corps can be organized into a field army, led by a general and responsible for large regional campaigns. At the highest operational level, multiple field armies may form an army group, overseeing massive multinational operations. Army regions are geographic commands responsible for planning, logistics, and coordination within specific areas. United States Navy has a more complex structure, built around 2 primary chains of command: administrative and operational. The administrative chain focuses on personnel, training, education, maintenance, and supply to ensure forces are ready for action. The operational chain directs missions, exercises, and real-world deployments. Operationally, the Navy supports 11 combatant commands with geographic or functional responsibilities. Navy component commanders oversee operations within designated areas and exercise control over 1 or more numbered fleets. There are currently 7 active numbered fleets, because fleets are often too large for specific missions and individual ships too small. Fleets are divided into task forces, task groups, task units, and task elements to efficiently carry out orders. The United States Marine Corps operates under the Department of the Navy, but maintains a structure similar to the Army's, following a rule of 3 concept. Units are typically organized in multiples of 3 at each level of command. The Marine Corps is built for rapid deployment and expeditionary warfare, with Marine Expeditionary Forces serving as its principal warfighting formations, supported by aircraft wings and logistics groups. The United States Air Force blends elements of both Army and Marine Corps structures. The smallest unit is the section, made up of 2 or more airmen. Flights consist of individual airmen or sections and may be organized numerically or functionally. 2 or more flights form a squadron, usually commanded by a major or lieutenant colonel. Squadrons are the lowest level with a formal headquarters. Element. Multiple squadrons form a group, typically led by a colonel. Several groups make up a wing, commanded by a colonel or brigadier general. Wings, groups, and squadrons may be assigned to a numbered air force, often aligned with a geographic area. Above that are major commands, which can be organized by missions such as global strike or mobility, or by region, like Pacific Air Forces. Major commands report directly to Air Force headquarters. The United States Space Force is the newest branch and operates under the Department of the Air Force. Its mission is to secure U.S. interests in, from, and to space. The basic unit begins with a section of 2 or more Guardians. Flights consist of individual Guardians or sections. 2 or more flights form a squadron, the lowest formal command level. Multiple squadrons form a delta, and there are three types: mission deltas, space-based deltas, and space-launch deltas. Mission deltas are responsible for specific operational areas such as orbital warfare. Space-based deltas manage installation support, while space-launch deltas oversee both base operations and launch missions. At a higher level, field commands organize, train, and equip Guardians worldwide and report directly to headquarters at the Pentagon. Service Component Field Commands integrate Space Force capabilities with other military branches and combatant commands, ensuring seamless coordination within the broader joint force. Together, these 5 branches operate as an integrated system, combining land, sea, air, and space capabilities to defend national interests across every domain.